We have a lot to write about. Politics, relationships, business, empowerment, and culture. The all-star roster at KBLA Talk 1580 has you covered.
That's what it's all about.
Be sure to follow us on all our socials for our latest book releases, op-eds, essays, and commentaries from our hosts. And, of course, download the KBLA 1580 app as we strive to remain your most trusted, credible, and reliable source for the issues you care about. This is unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
What up, baby?
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
When it comes to relationships, you gotta work at making sure you on the same word, in the same sentence, on the same page. Be on the same page not good enough. You can be on the same page and still not connect. You gotta be on the same word, on the same sentence, on the same page, or you gonna always find yourself confused. Are we on the same page? No. The real question is, are we on the same word, in the same sentence, on the same page? Because there's a lot of these in the page. There's a lot of words. There are a lot of same words, similar words on a page, but they're not all in the same sentence. You may be in the word in the first sentence of the page, but that person has matured to the bottom part of the page, but you have yet to get the middle part, which is the understanding. And that's what happens with communication. That's what needs to be in communication. Certain pages of life, you're gonna have to fight to be on the same word, and it's gonna take the person who's up here to work hard to come to this place of maturity to eventually get in the same sentence with the person down here. And this person who's down here has to be humble and kind enough and gracious enough to allow that person to navigate the page to eventually catch up with you on the same word and then go forward. Don't keep reading if the person is still behind. Don't keep reading. Stay on.
I've had enough. No disrespect to anybody who thinks that's the truth. No disrespect. I can only take so much. I understand it's metaphor. We in the same book. We in the same chapter. We're on the same page, but we might not be on the same sentence. I get it. Poppycock. Or as the great James Earl Jones said, as King Joffrey Joffer, hopefully we could find that. Nonsense. I'm sorry. But here on the Voice of Reason, we're going to challenge the norm. We're going to challenge the norm. And the norm is we need to be on the same page. But what does that mean exactly? What does being on the same page mean in a relationship? Does it mean we share the same ideas, concepts, beliefs, ideology, perspectives? What does it mean to be on the same page? Can I offer something real quick? You know why people want to be on the same page? Challenge me tonight, 1-800-920-1580. Non-judgmental zone. I'm going to accept everybody's perspectives and beliefs on it. But do you know why a lot of people want to be on the same page? Come on, push me now. Please push me to this. I don't want to give it to you for free. Do you know why people really want to be on the same page? It's right there. I can feel that you know why people want to be on the same page in relationships. 1-800-920-1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason on KBLA Talk 1580. And boy, oh boy, do I have a topic for you. We're not even reading the same book, let alone on the same page. That's tonight's topic. We're going to talk about why relationships fail when I come forward.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
On Saturday, December 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., come out and enjoy a free community health fair, co-sponsored by Pleasant Hill Baptist Church Health Ministry and the Central Neighborhood Health Foundation. The fair will be held on the church grounds at 2009 West Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, with free health screenings, refreshments, jumpers for the kids, a visit from Santa, entertainment with a DJ, free food giveaway for the first 100 people who attend, as well as raffles and other prizes. There will also be open enrollment health insurance representatives present. Attendees can get free blood pressure, glucose, HIV and STD testing, a dental screening, fluoride varnish, COVID testing, vaccines and boosters. Flu shots will also be offered. Housing navigation, mental health support, and education services will be available. Don't miss this free community health fair. Tell somebody and receive the gift of preventative health services this season. See you all on Saturday, December 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 2009 West Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Los Angeles.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. Our team is in it to win it, and we'll fight to get the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for your free consultation. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
KBLA Talk 1580 invites you to join us in celebrating the season of giving by being part of the solution. As we enjoy great food, family, warmth, and well wishes in whatever our festive tradition may be, we share the beauty of the season by reaching out to the less fortunate. Please help us to help others with the KBLA Cover the Houseless Cozy Community Coat and Blanket Drive. All you have to do is drop off new or clean, gently used winter coats and blankets in the KBLA lobby during business hours. Now through December 20th, all of the coats and blankets will be donated to unsheltered individuals and families experiencing houselessness. Simply bring your donation to 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard in Los Angeles, near Vernon Avenue, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. That's 4434 Crenshaw in historic Leimert Park. During the holidays and every day, let's remember, we keep us safe. We keep us warm. We are the safety net, and together we can cover the unsheltered. Get caught up in the spirit of the season, the spirit of love. Make a difference with your friends at KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to announce a can't-miss community event.
It's a celebration.
Welcome home, Mayor-elect Karen Bass.
You gotta be kidding me.
On Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., join KBLA Talk 1580 in Leimert Park at the intersection of Leimert and Vernon for this free public event as we celebrate Mayor-elect Bass's historic victory. There'll be entertainment, food trucks, and a diverse array of vendors, along with attendance and participation from community leaders, elected officials, celebrities, business owners, and other notables. KBLA Talk 1580 will host Mayor-elect Bass on the main stage at 11 a.m. as we reflect on the importance of this moment and what it means for the Black community, women, and all Angelinos who believe in the limitless potential of our amazing city. We look forward to celebrating with Mayor-elect Karen Bass and you, Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the intersection of Leimert and Vernon. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Y'all not ready for what I'm doing tonight. Hey! We got a Pasadena versus going on. Artists that are from Pasadena in a versus. Tonight we got Troop versus John B. Troop kicked it off with Baby, I Want to Keep You Next to Me. Come on, Troop. Oh, man, we're going to be on fire tonight. As you know, my playlist is my co-host. We have a major topic tonight. I want you to get to your phone lines because this is a discussion, a conversation. I want to talk with you, not at you. I want you to participate. Remember, non-judgmental zone. Okay? Non-judgmental zone. I don't want to judge you. I don't want to condemn what you think. You think what you think. And it's okay to think that. Here you can share. Before I get into the topic and the questions and the phone callers, let me just do this. We have a call to action. And it's important that we talk about this because this is a really big deal. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580. If you would like to be a vendor for our Welcome Home Mayor-elect Karen Bass event in, of course, historic Leimert Park on Saturday, December 10th, please email us to info@smileyAudiomedia.com and we will get you all the details you need. That's info@smileyAudiomedia.com for all the info you need on how to join us as a vendor at our Welcome Home Mayor-elect Karen Bass event Saturday, December 10th in legendary Leimert Park. This is a community call to action from none other than KBLA Talk 1580. Now, let's get to the brass taxes. We not even reading the same book, let alone on the same page. Before we came forward, And now we've come full circle after having done so. I ask the question, why do people desire to be on the same page? I'm tired of go along, get along folks in relationship. I did it because my grandmama did it. I did it because Papa did it. I did it because my family has done it. It's a tradition. It could be a tradition of dysfunction. Why do we have to be on the same page? Who has done the internal investigative research to validate being on the same page for you? What is being on the same page rooted in? Is it connected to the enhancement bias in some way? What is the enhancement bias, though? The enhancement bias is the fairy tale portion of the relationship, the honeymoon period of the relationship that says, what? I love this person. We gonna make it. It's gonna happen. Now, during this section of the relationship, you tend to marginalize red flags, character flaws, and you tend to aggrandize what I call visible lights. Things that, the sense of humor, the attractiveness, the job and the money and resources. We tend to aggrandize the good things and marginalize the bad things. Okay? That's what the enhancement bias is, because we are invested in the relationship succeeding. So is being on the same page part of that? Right? I know y'all not ready, but I am. Let me ask some questions. What makes relationships not last long? Can you guys share with me tonight? 1-800-920-1580. What percentage of relationships last forever? True or false? If you and your spouse find yourself on different pages, you risk ending up completely, different and potentially, you risk having completely different and potentially undesirable outcomes if you're all on the same page. If you're not on the same page. Let me read it again. True or false? If you and your spouse find yourself on different pages, you risk ending up with completely different and potentially undesirable endings because y'all not on the same page. Is that true? 1-800-920-50. I want to know if that's true or not. There are a lot of people who believe that is true. If we don't believe the same things, if we're not in alignment ideologically, we're going to wind up with two different outcomes, and the relationship is probably going to break down. 1-800-920-1580. Call me. Does being on the same page mean you share the same mindset and ideas? And is that good for the growth of the relationship? I'm very interested. See, because typically I come in here and I just spew it out. Blah. I just tell you what it is from my perspective. But I really want to hear your perspective. Agree or disagree? Being on the same page implies unity, synchronicity, and understanding between spouses. This is an interesting fact, as partners with differing backgrounds, personalities, and ways of thinking must somehow integrate those differences. Interesting. 1-800-920-1580. What does it mean to be on the same page with your partner? Oh, this is going to be good. Let's get to the phone lines. We got people sitting in here that want to talk about it right now. I'm telling you, I'm going to blow this out the water. I promise you. Sean from Oakland, California, jump in here.
Hey, brother. Well, first of all, can I do this? Because normally I just come in and jump right in the subject. But and by the way, this is by no means a future thing. but I have downloaded your relationship dismount on my Audible, and I started it. I love the Audible. Mosley, I think, is reading it, if I remember correctly, because I did it like 6 in the morning.
Yes.
Anyway, I just want to tell everybody, I'm not doing this because I'm looking for a relationship dismount. I'm doing it to get myself stronger in a relationship. And so far, I won't comment because I'm not finished yet, but when I do finish, I'll let you know. But I had to let you know that. So Audible is awesome, man. I read like 2 books, actual books, but Audible now has changed my world. I can do more with less time. So
thank you, brother.
I just had to put that out there, man.
Thank you.
But no, when it comes to being on the same page, and doing all that kind of stuff, let's just be real. Let's be realistic. Realistically, you probably do. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm attracted to someone early on because there's some physical attraction. Mm-hmm. That's how we all, hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. There's something between us. It works, and then we end up talking and having, we learn to know each other a little better and all that. And if you are lucky enough to have a relationship last and stay together long enough, my thing is, look, you are going to disagree with each other a lot. And you should. That's normal human experiences, in my opinion.
Right.
Now, I may have dealt with it differently when I was younger, right? Like, oh, you should believe whatever I say, blah, blah. I never did it like that. But I should say, I got this. You should, and she would say, no, I think of this way. So the way I look at it is choose your battles wisely, people, in a relationship. Because is it worth ruining your relationship over something that you have this hardcore, huge cement platinum wall in front of that you can't change your mind, but is it worth throwing the relationship away? So my thing is choose your battles wisely, and it is absolutely, in my opinion, okay for people to have their own opinion, and it's actually more exciting in a relationship. Just don't be personal and attack people. Here's my biggest thing. Take it easy on one another. Have a conversation. Take it easy on one another. Have a conversation. And if it doesn't go your way and you don't agree with each other, just agree that, hey, we see it a little bit differently, but I still love the fact that you have your spot and I have my spot, but we have so many other spots in our thinking that are pretty close. And you know what? I appreciate the fact that you're strong enough to give me your opinion or your thoughts.
That's good stuff, Sean. Once again, man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming in here and sharing your insight, man.
Thanks, brother. I love you. I love your whole show. And you know, with the whole thing, I think, and I'm not putting words in your mouth, I think if you help one person, if I can help one person make that relationship a little bit better, a quality of life, I'll do it. And I know you do every single day. So I love you and I appreciate you, brother.
Love you too, Sean. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. This is an open discussion. And Sean, he just did something that I never do. I rarely do it. I rarely promote my own books. I rarely talk about them. And it just dawned on me. Sean was like, yeah, man, I just downloaded the relationship dismount from Amazon.com. So thank you, Sean. I appreciate the support. Fred from Northridge, California. Get in here, brother.
Yes, brother. Communication is a very important part of this as far as being on the same page. But at the same time, you need to find out a person's intentions, their goals, their moral compass. And that takes a lot of time. You understand? Because you just can't lay everything on somebody on your first couple of months of getting to meet them. You understand? That's being pushy. So eventually they open themselves up to you, and hopefully they're 100% open with you. Because once you guys get married and then she starts making you aware of who she truly is, because, before marriage, you always have this idea of this person, and then for some reason they say, well, you changed after a year. You're not the person I married. But the whole thing is maybe you rushed to marriage in the beginning in the first place.
Interesting. I like that. Interesting.
Because you have to let it develop.
Right.
You know, you have to let it develop. And sometimes it takes years for things. I think that sometimes at my fault, I rushed to get married. Because I figured like, you know, I know enough about you, or you was open enough, or you told me what limited. I know you ain't on drugs. I know you don't have no health problems. I know you got all your teeth. So, you know, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a whirl. I'm a gambler. Let's just say like that. So when you gamble, then there's a risk that things might not be the way you thought they are, or things will work out. But I try my best to get with people on my educational level who have my same morals, who have the same kind of hobbies. But sometimes being too much alike is a detriment to the relationship too.
There we go. Come on. I'm listening, Fred. You cooking. I'm going to say something. It's going to sound crazy. Is being on the same page like Narcissus looking into the water trying to find his reflection?
In some cases, yeah. Because if you're a strong person, you're looking for another strong person. But then sometimes that person might rub you the wrong way when you're looking for somebody submissive. But then if you go out looking for somebody submissive, then you eventually find that person boring. And you're leaving an imprint on that person of who you are. And whether you have good tendencies or negative tendencies, it will be reflected back to you at times.
I like it. Fred, you cooked today, brother. I appreciate this call, Fred. Thank you so much for reaching out, brother.
I'm trying to be serious, Fred. This week is going to be serious, Fred.
Well, thank you, Serious Fred. We appreciate it, man. You brought Northridge into the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. The voice of reason is on fire tonight. We're having a real conversation, and I'm just going to say it right now. Most people need their partner to be on the same page with them because they're scared. Fear dominates everything. If we think alike, if we act alike, if we believe alike, if we share the same hobbies and interests and all, there's a lesser chance they might leave me. Do you understand what? Oh, when we come forward, I need people to call me and challenge me on that. 1-800-920-1580.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. There's an arrest warrant out in Florida for former NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown. Tampa police want him in connection with a domestic violence incident on Monday. Brown played with the Buccaneers in their Super Bowl year and was released after taking off his uniform and running off the field during a game against the New York Jets last year. Police think the University of Idaho killings last month were targeted. 4 students were killed in an off-campus house. Investigators say they're not sure whether the residence was targeted or the individuals. Big oil is ripping Californians off. Governor Gavin Newsom said those words as he officially called a special session of the legislature for Monday. He wants to pass a price gouging penalty on oil companies. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Don't let a traffic accident ruin your day. Call 1-800-INFO-FIX to find the nearest Fix Auto location. Their highly trained and certified technicians will have you back on the road in no time. You have a choice on who fixes your vehicle. Tell your insurance agent you want to go to Fix Auto.
Is the pen mightier than the sword?
They say the pen is mightier than the sword. At KBLA Talk 1580, we not only have a lot to talk about, we have a lot to write about. Politics, relationships, business, empowerment, and culture. The all-star roster at KBLA Talk 1580 has you covered.
That's what it's all about.
Be sure to follow us on all our socials for our latest book releases, op-eds, essays, and commentaries from our hosts. And, of course, download the KBLA 1580 app as we strive to remain your most trusted, credible, and reliable source for the issues you care about. This is unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
What up, baby?
Congratulations to this week's KBLA Talk 1580 Office of the Week, LA County Department of Children and Family Services. LA County Department of Children and Family Services promotes child safety and well-being by partnering with communities to strengthen family. Congratulations, LA County DCFS.
Bring in the new year with Cat Williams. He's coming to Ontario in the Toyota Arena December 30th and in Los Angeles in the Microsoft Theater December 31st.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about this light bill. Just hit the blunt one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's important in your life. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this life. Them boys. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them.
He's back with an all-new show. It's the award-winning comedian, Cat Williams.
Just so you knew they was lying, they said some next that don't even make mathematical sense. They said there's a chicken wing shortage, but we got plenty thighs.
Cat Williams with his special guests, Mark Curry, Tommy Davidson, Tony Roberts, Daphne Springs, and Pretty Ricky. In Ontario, get tickets at Ticketmaster. In Los Angeles at AXS.com. Bring in the new year with Cat Williams.
When you're young, life is full of choices. Don't let opioids like highly addictive and deadly fentanyl take away your life with just one wrong pill. Addiction is a disease that can affect anyone at any age. But there is a choice to get help for this disease. Find medically proven treatment options, including virtual, at choosemat.org.
Nacho fries are back at Taco Bell. You know, the fries covered in bold Mexican spices you dip in a warm nacho cheese sauce. You could also dunk them in nacho cheese sauce or pour the sauce onto a pile of them and create like a nacho fries nachos. The thing is that you eat them with nacho cheese sauce. That's what makes them nacho fries. Otherwise, you're just eating fries and sipping on nacho cheese sauce, and that's the wrong way. Sorry, just really passionate about nacho fries.
Nacho fries are back, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation which vary.
KBLA Talk 1580.
The thrill of victory. The thrill of victory. Thrill of victory. Yeah, man.
KBLA Talk 1580 wishes to congratulate Mayor-elect Karen Bass on her historic win as the first woman and only second African-American to serve as chief executive of the city of Los Angeles.
Congratulations, Mayor-elect Bass, and welcome back to Unapologetically Progressive KBLA Talk 1580.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show, and this is my very first interview, and I am proud that it's here.
We are proud to have you here. What do you want to say to the listeners of KBLA Talk 1580?
I want to say thank you from just, I'm just full of the love that I felt every place I went in the community, and I just want the listeners to know that I promise you I won't disappoint you. I will be accessible. I will never forget where I'm from, and understand that is my primary motivation.
Congratulations, Mayor-elect Karen Bass, holding all leaders accountable to you.
No matter who you voted for, no matter who you are or where you live, I will be a mayor for you.
We're KBLA Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580. And we don't black down. We've got a lot to talk about. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
used to do, the games I used to play, the girls that didn't last. I never saw your mind, think I'm doing wrong. Can I say what is real? You are the only one. When I'm not around, do you think of me? Or what the jealous ones are claiming me to be? You should know by now that it's gonna take a lot of trust from you for us to make it through. You should know, baby, you're my angel. Nothing's gonna make you fall from heaven. Girl, I just wanna love you, love. Don't listen to what people say.
Come on, man. That's that Dina Love. Pasadena. We got a Pasadena versus going. Troop versus John B. Who you got in the first round? Hey, man, I went to high school with Troop, but I'm going to say John B got him on that one. I'm going to give that one to John B. Tonight's topic, man, we are on fire tonight. Tonight's topic, we're not even reading the same book, let alone on the same page. Why is it so important to be on the same page? I already said most people want to be on the same page because they're scared to lose what they got. Oh, yes. Being on the same page is like bending the knee. Ooh, I know a lot of people are not going to agree with that. I know a lot of people are going to see that as, Zoe, you crazy. Watch as I move deeper into this conversation. Lisa from Compton, get in here. Talk to me.
Good evening. Good evening. I have a couple of points that I wanted to share. Mm-hmm. Males, and this is something that both males and females need to understand, that males in general are more emotionally vulnerable than females.
Come on.
So in our society, our boys are raised, our males are raised to ignore a major part of themselves, right? There's a video, it's a documentary called Raising Cain, and there was a scientist she was a neurologist from Harvard, and she did there were, many segments in this documentary. One of the segments, she did an experiment with 5-month-old babies whereby the mothers would sit and play with them for 2 minutes while they were sitting in their little car seats on a table. And then the scientist would wave the mother off. She would turn around and then look at the baby with still face and have their hands in their lap. And like 78% of the female babies would self-satiate. They would calm themselves. They wouldn't even trip. But the boys, they couldn't self-satiate. They wanted to get their mother's attention, and they would start kicking and, babbling and being very uncomfortable. And because they were 5-month-old babies, they're not socialized, right? So older, it was like, boys don't cry. This is the only valid emotions that men can have and show are anger and violence, and that's it. You're a simp if you show love and all, whatever. So that's the one point. And then the other point is that I think in relationships, effective communication needs to be had. This stops a lot of, I would say, arguments or emotional arguments. The argument is more like a debate about something. It could be a heated debate, but you are, you're effectively communicating instead of just, well, your mama and you.
Right. Instead of attacks and insults and all of that.
Right. And then you made a point where people might be scared to lose their person, and that's why they want to be on the same page. Well, all behavior is either I want this thing or I'm trying to avoid this thing.
Come on, sister. Come on, Lisa. Come on, Compton.
Right. Whatever. So having effective communication would mean you want to be able to keep your relationship. You know. Yeah. That's all I had to share.
Sister, you don't understand how you just set me up. It was like an alley-oop. I'm taking off from the free throw line. I'm going to grab it, put on a blindfold, put it through my legs, double pump, and reverse it. Thank you, sweetie.
Right on, right on.
Woo!
Okay.
She just laid it out. You guys remember a couple episodes back I said the traditional relationship, the traditional model for relationship is predicated, for many men, it's predicated in fear. All I got to do is follow my gender role. My gender role is a set of ideas that said this is what a man is. Protect and provide. If I do that, I'm a good man. Right? When we looked up the definition of traditional roles or the traditional relationship model, that's what it's predicated on. The expectations that come from gender role assignments. But that definition says nothing about the work you're supposed to do on yourself. There's nothing in the definition that says, yeah, you got to heal those shadow wounds. Yeah, you got to tackle the unhealed trauma that you were raised with. Yeah, you got to reconcile your communication style. Yeah, you got to become an active listener. It doesn't say anything about that. It says you got a role and a responsibility. If you do that, you're a good man. That's being on a page. Okay, here's your page, wife. Here's your page, husband. Do what your page told you to do. And now we're on the same page because we are fulfilling our obligations as described by the roles. That's traditional relationship. Well, guess what? Being on the same page is the concept of being on the same page is the same thing. Many people try to find some commonalities and some common ground and agree on that. And they think if we agree on this, the relationship will work. But you still got self-work. And sometimes self-work will cause you to break those agreements. Unchecked self-work will cause you to renege on the agreements you make. Are y'all listening? I don't know. I don't know who heard what. But if y'all listening, can I hit you with this before I come forward? The great semanticist, Alfred Korzybski, a map is not the territory it represents. But if correct, it has a similar structure to the territory, which accounts for its usefulness. The map is not the territory. See, we all have reality models. The map is a map of reality. It's not reality. So regardless of whatever page you on, that's just a map. Words are a map for reality. Well, let's agree on these. But if you haven't dealt with those demons, which is your reality, it don't matter what map y'all agreed on. Y'all done met on a page and said, this is where we stand on the map. But where do you stand in reality? Oh, 1-800-920-1580. Somebody better call in and talk to your brother.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
My Huffington Post reports a mental health crisis among Black students. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News. Rates of depression and anxiety among Black students have been increasing at a staggering rate. A study from the National Institute of Health found that approximately 34% of Black students reported feeling so depressed in the last year that it was difficult to function. Black students attending HBCUs have also been dealing with additional stress of bomb threats at their universities and suddenly not having access to abortion services in the wake of Roe versus Wade. According to the CDC, Black women in the U.S. are 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related complications, and abortion restrictions could increase the maternal mortality rate for Black women. Huffington Post also reports that the quest to raising awareness for mental illness among Black Americans is a priority. Tell us what you think about this story and more on all socials at KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
The Institute for Diversity Certification is all about the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192, or visit diversitycertification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to diversitycertification.org. That's diversitycertification.org. The standard of excellence, equity, diversity, and inclusion.
Over 100 million people around the world have felt the thrill of Broadway's most spectacular musical, Disney's The Lion King. And now you can too. Experience this breathtaking theatrical event and see why the New York Times declares there is simply nothing else like it.
Give the gift that roars at the Pantages Theater, February 2nd through March 26th. Visit BroadwayInHollywood.com.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal. With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
To school each day and wait for you to pass my way, and bells start to ring, and angel starts to sing. Hey, that's the girl for you. So what are you gonna do? Hey, little girl, I love you so.
Hey, the voice of reason. My playlist is my co-host. A little Pasadena trivia. Pasadena holds a high school rivalry football game called the Turkey Tussle. It's about 60 years old now. It features John Muir High versus the city's namesake, Pasadena High. And in the last maybe 5 or 6 years, Pasadena High has started winning. Before that, John Muir had won 20 years, 30 times out of the last 20 years or something crazy. There are 25 times out of the last 30 years, John Muir has won. Now, John Muir has gone down. Pasadena High beat them a couple weeks ago, 47-0. Now, when we talk about John Muir, we're talking about legends coming out of John Muir, but it's not the same school it used to be. This battle right here feels like the turkey tussle. Troop comes back, and let me tell you a little bit of history. Did you know UCLA and USC stole the tradition that Pasadena created around the turkey tussle rivalry between those high schools? USC and UCLA, when they have their rival game, they play for a bell. Well, that's what John Muir and Pasadena High do. They play for a bell and been playing for over 50 years for the bell. A train company called the Santa Fe Train Company donated the bell to John Muir. This is when John Muir was a city college in Pasadena. Donated it to them. And now USC and UCLA, they play for a bell. Now, you know, Pasadena High and Muir, they play in the Rose Bowl every year. It's a Pasadena thing. You hear my playlist tonight. We turned up. I'm sorry, but I'm on fire tonight, and I'm really trying to break something down about being on the same page. We typically get on the same page because we're scared to lose our partner. We hide, you know, from doing the real work, the self-work, so we hide. And so we couch our intentions in our behaviors, in our obligations. And we think that's enough to be on the same page. George Bach said it so perfectly about the models. Remember the quote I mentioned from Alfred Korzybski, "The map is not the territory. The map is a representative of reality. It's not reality. The book is a representative of knowledge. It's not knowledge. It only becomes knowledge when you learn it and apply it. So the application of knowledge is the reality of knowledge." George Bach said it this way: all models are wrong, but some are useful. See, being on the same page can be useful if you recognize it's a model and not the reality. Do you understand? You could use being on the same page, these ideas as a template for growing up. Oh, man, we're going to get even deeper. I got to get Malcolm from Chicago in here. Get in here, Malcolm.
What's going on, big bro?
What's up, man?
Oh, this is a perfect topic because I've been saying lately, all I want to say is poor Tia Mary. This is a perfect topic. I've been wondering what's going on.
So wait, I was just told I got to carry you over. Just hold tight because I know you're about to cook.
Okay.
When we come forward, Malcolm from Chicago, Illinois is going to jump in and cook.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Ho, ho, ho. KBLA Talk 1580 wishes you a happy holiday and wants to bless you with one night only. A Wonder Winter's Night presented by Stevie Wonder's House Full of Toys benefit concert. Saturday, December 17th at Microsoft Theater. Download the KBLA Talk 1580.com mobile app to enter to win a pair of tickets. This has been a community call to action brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580.
Did you know it pays to drive electric? With government rebates, you'll save thousands on the purchase of a new or used EV. And the more you drive, the more you'll save, both on fuel and maintenance far into the future. Start seeing savings today. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
KBLA Talk 1580, putting the spotlight on culture and community. The Rodney King Foundation works in the community to promote positive race relations and achieve social justice. The foundation provides advocacy, educational scholarships, and the powerful Walk in Love initiative. The Rodney King Foundation seeks a world of hope tolerance, and social justice, where divisiveness has been overcome and all people live together peacefully and harmoniously. Executive Director, founder Laura King is striving to enhance the community's self-esteem, health, social services, and social justice locally and worldwide. The foundation is dedicated to continuing the message of Laura's father, the great Rodney King, to promote peace and #GetAlong. For more information, please visit rodneyking.org or call 626-541-2907. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Look at them brown noses. My clique pulling up with purple roses, purple diamonds, pinky rings, purple doja. Heaven had the
Come on, Nas and John B. Come on, man. We turned up tonight. I'm going to get you off the page you've been on, hiding on the page. As long as I stay on the page, the relationship is going to work. Nope. No. See, you can be on the right page, ideologically, physically, but psychologically, spiritually, if you're not doing no healing, oh, that page is just a representation of reality. It's not reality. Malcolm, get in here, man.
Oh.
Where you
Here,
at?
Maui.
Where you at,
I'm
Malcolm?
here. You hear me?
Come on, man. I hear
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. As I was saying, poor Tia Mowry, because everybody seems to be jumping out the window about this woman and her marriage. Now, we were talking about this at a family gathering over the holiday, and everybody was talking about it. And it was saying how, you know, the celebrity of it, I think, is where she went wrong. But now I'm seeing different podcasters online talking about it, and one YouTuber was like, "Oh, I'm so upset. Oh, this is just so mad. All I heard her say was me. That's all she was talking about was me and how she graduated out of her marriage." And my thing is this: is just like, if she wasn't a celebrity, would you be this gaslit by what she said? Is it the celebrity of it?
But Malcolm,
and on top of that,
Malcolm, she's quoting your brother Zoe Williams' relationship.
Exactly.
It's okay, though. I'm good with that.
Exactly.
And I'm happy that the sister graduated, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. Exactly. And I agree.
But see, this is the thing, brother. You got two choices. You want to hang on the line and I'll bring you back when we come forward? Because we at the end of this first hour. I want to finish talking to you because I feel like you just getting going.
All right, I'm here, bro.
Well, there you go. When we come forward, back to Chicago with Malcolm, we got Pensacola, Florida, and Austin, Texas. The voice of reason is on fire.
We try, babe. I know I'm giving you love, but is it really enough for you to be satisfied? Whoa, yeah. You always know that you're beautiful. Do you see the
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. There's an arrest